This is Reality Dispatch by Jim Minns.
"It's so brazen, Sam," Marianne joked, her cheeks flushed with excitement as her husband unfurled the flag in the doorway of their New Jersey beachside getaway. "Where did you even get such a thing?" she asked. "Don't ask," he said as he tilted his head to get a better view. "I think these were a little crass compared to others I've seen," he said as he refolded the fabric. "The pine tree doesn't have as much detail, I'm not sure." He ran a hand over the fabric as if he were expecting to feel the gristle of the pine leaves. "I'll hang it tonight and the neighbors can wake up to it." They both shared another laugh. Later that evening, Marianne was brushing her teeth in the bedroom ensuite while Sam performed 13 push-ups. A nightly ritual never to be missed, and always 13, for fear of a jinx invading the daily rituals that he guarded as sacrosanct. "Seriously, Sam, where did you get it?" she queried. 11, 12, was that 12? He wondered aloud. Or was that 13? "Sam." "What?" "The flag." Samuel leaned on his side and faced his wife. "It's from the riot," he said with a wide smile. "Confiscated." "What riot?" Mary asked as she peered at her husband's Cheshire grin, her realization kicking in as she grasped the origin of the item's attainment, once more sending a rush of blood to her cheeks. "January 6, she chuckled. The justice rolled onto his chest and performed 3 more push-ups, placing his nighttime tally to 16, the grin never leaving his face. "Oh, you're bad," she opined. "Honey, you have no idea. So when are you going to hang it?" "I'll hang it now." As Sam stood and retrieved the white fabric draped over the mantelpiece, Marianne was struck by a sudden urge to question her husband's actions. A decision she did not make lightly. "Sam, just hang on 1 second. He stood and stared with bemused wonder at his wife's instruction. "What if people notice? What if they do?" "Well, I mean, what would you say? It's a hot topic and you're a Supreme Court justice. And this is an exercise in my First Amendment rights, Marianne, you know this." He pleaded to what he perceived as her better judgment. "Aren't you meant to?" she began as he stepped forward to caress her hair. "Aren't you meant to uphold the Constitution? Wasn't that in your oath to office?" "Of course, honey," he reassured. "The Constitution allows for the exercise of one's freedom of speech. Who am I as a citizen of this dear republic if I do not defend the First Amendment of its Constitution?" "But honey, that flag." Samuel grew weary of his wife's devil's advocacy. He found it to be an exercise in insolence. What about the flag?" She was taken by his temper. It was excessive and was quick to reveal itself. He had not displayed this duality in many, many years. Not since the very year of their engagement. He was younger, not as world-wise. She was perplexed as to what would be his excuse this time. "Well, those January 6 people speak of a revolution." She began to tear up. "That flag is an appeal to heaven against the Constitution." "Sam, you took an oath," she reminded him. "And I will uphold the Constitution, Marianne." He was sharp with her, his face zeroed in. His stance brought their noses within touching distance. "Whether it be this Constitution or the next one coming." He let that hang in the air. Marianne was shocked. No one had ever mentioned anything about another Constitution. This news brought a dark panic over her, planting a seed of the unknown world her husband was participating. She always believed they shared everything, every thought, conversation, deliberation, and debate. She didn't know her husband had harbored a knowledge of a dark horizon. She feared for the sake of their own future as well as that of the country. Sam stormed off with the flag under his arm. She heard the front door slam as her body exhaled. She hadn't realized she was holding her breath.
For more fact-based fiction, head to jimminns.substack.com.